Okay, now members, we are going to see how do we draw lines of symmetry and how do we get the lines of symmetry on figures. Now, a line of symmetry is a line that divides an object into two equal parts. Now, some figures are having more than one line of symmetry, but now, in my example here, I'm just focusing on one, why for their explanations. So, when I draw my rectangle like this line here is a line of symmetry. Why do we call it a line of symmetry? Because you see this one is dividing this rectangle into two equal parts. And this one is also dividing this triangle into two equal parts. Now, when I have a rectangle like this, I think that this is a rectangle because this side is longer than this side. Now, when I get a line that divides this into two equal parts, for example, if I draw a line along this, like this line here, from here up to here, you see that it's going to divide this rectangle into two equal parts like this, because if I followed it along this line, I'm going to get two equal parts, as you see here, like this. I think you see that this part is equaling to this. Now, this one always will be called a line of symmetry, as you see here. Now, as you say, some objects or some figures have more than one line of symmetry. For example, this one, you see this one is a line of symmetry for this and this. This one divides this into equal parts. Then this one also into equal parts. Then this one, so those ones are there. Then a circle for it has infinite lines of symmetry. It has very many. Anyway, let us come to our examples. Draw the triangle A, B, C, then and rectangle X, Y, Z, W. So how we say last lesson, we first draw the two axes, the x-axis, then the y-axis. Then we name from the origin, which is 0, then we increase one unit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For now, we are using the scale of 1 unit. Then also the side, they are x, but they are negatives. Then y's, from here, they are increasing from 1 to 5. Then from here, they are negatives of y. Now let us see how it works. If I'm to come on A, this is going to be our x and this is going to be our y. So our A is x is 1, so this is our 1 on the x, positive. Then this 0 means that I'm not moving anything on the y, in the y direction, either up or down. Now, if you don't call this the x-axis, sometimes we call it the line y is equal to 0. Why? On this line here, all coordinates of y are zeros. Then on the x and the y-axis, if you don't call this the y-axis, we call it x equal to 0. Why? Because all x coordinates on this line are zeros from here up to here. Also, all y coordinates on this line are zeros. That's why you can sometimes call it the line y is equal to 0. Now, it means that here I'm not moving anywhere from the x-axis. So the y value I'm moving is 0. So I'm at that line. Then this one means that any value of x I'm moving on this line is 0. I'm either going to the negative, not the positive. This one, I'm either going up of y or down of y. Okay, so let us see. A is 1, 0. You see that we have 1 as x, and then we have the y coordinate as 0, meaning we are not moving any unit in the y, either up or down. So I'm remaining at this point. This will be my point A. When I come to B, is a 5 is 0. So I have the x as a 5, then the y as 0. It means that in the y direction, I'm not moving any unit, meaning I'm remaining at this point like this, and this one becomes my B. When I come now to C3, 4, my C is a 3. You see I have a 3, the x is a 3, then the y just shows you that you are moving for direction, but because it's positive, you are moving up. So I have a 3, I have a 4. Where do they meet? So they are going to meet here. This is, and this they are meeting here. On your graph, that is going to be very clear. And this is my C, like that. Then because they told us it's a triangle, then we join them like this. So you join this point to this one, then you also join this to this one. And then if your graph is faint, you also join A to B like that. So that's the triangle I'm having. Then when I come to the rectangle, I have 0, 0, W, 0, 0. This one means we are the origin. We are not moving in direction in X. We are not moving in direction in Y. So this is the point W here. That's how you plot a 0, 0 coordinate. Then this one is 0. So it means that X is 0. Then Y is negative 3. So meaning that where do we have when X is 0 is on this line. Then Y is negative 3. So this is going to be the coordinate because I'm not moving anywhere in the X. I'm not moving this side or this side in the X. But in the Y, I'm moving in the negative direction 3 units. So this one is going to be my point. And that point is X. Then when I come to negative 4, 3, negative 4 is the X. We start with the X. This is the X. This is the Y. Negative 4, 3. I think it's somewhere there. Negative 4, then 3. They are meeting here. This is meeting here. Negative 4, 3. And that one is my Y. Negative 4, 3. Any coordinate you name them the way I'm doing. Also, this is my X, which is 0, negative 3. Then this is my Y, which is negative 4, negative 3. Then I come to my Z, negative 4, 0. Negative 4, 0. So now the X is negative 4. Then the Y I'm not moving from that point. So that means this point. This is my Z, negative 4, 0. Then we join to make this triangle rectangle be out. So I join this point to this point, then this to this. Then also this to W, like that, and then also Z to W. You join it properly like that. Our W here was 0, 0. So that's my rectangle. I think that this is my rectangle like this. Then this, then this, then like that. So now, after that, they're telling me that draw a line of symmetry to a triangle ABC and state the equation of the line of symmetry. Now, which line do you think is going to divide this triangle into equal parts? From here, or is base, from here up to here, they have how many units? 1, 2, 3, 4. It means that the middle of this side is going to be the line of symmetry. It's going to pass through that exponent. So, here I have 1, 2. Also from here I have 1, 2. So I base on this one, or where they are meeting. So I base on this, then I am going to draw my line of symmetry like that. So that's my line of symmetry. Then you name it. You see that this whenever it's passing through X, it becomes X is equal to the value that is cutting the X-axis. Which value is it cutting the X-axis at is 3. This one becomes X equal to 3 is our line of symmetry. Now this one is going to be with 1 as you see there. So that's it. So I said the line of symmetry. So B, I'm drawing it, then I'm starting it is X equal to 3. Why? It's passing through this. If it was passing through 2, it would have been X equal to 2. If it's C, these are vertical lines. This one would have been X equal to negative 2. This would have been X equal to negative 4. As long as it cuts the X-axis, it's passing through the X-axis. You just put in the coordinate which it passes through. So that this one is passing through the X-axis. Then after that, they're telling us that find the area of the triangle rectangle XW. So our area of W, X, Y, Z is orange. Length times width because it's a rectangle. Let us count how many are we having in the length. From here, this is our length. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So there are 4 units. Then times what's the width? The short side 1, 2, 3. We have 3 units, and this will give us 12 square units. As simple as that. You just count. Or else, these ones are always positive because we can never have a negative length. So that's why we're always counting 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. They are positives. So that's how we handle this. Now when I come to this now, let us see. Now, how do we read the coordinates already started? 2, and then we get the coordinates of those figures. Now this question requires us to get these coordinates. For us now, we are giving us these coordinates, then we are plotting them. Now this time, they are giving us the figure already plotted, then they are asking us to read of the coordinates of this PQR. So my solution, my part A here, I come to point B. How do we read? We said in plotting, we start with the X and then Y. Also in reading, we start with the X and then we follow by Y. We start here, if I'm here, what is the X? So you come here and down. The X is that is -2, right? -2. What is the Y if I'm at this point P? The Y is 2. As simple as that, and then I'm going to coordinate. Then when I come to Q, where is Q? Q is here. What is the X? First of all, X is 2. You start this with coordinate, the X is 2. What about Y? So I'm not moving anything in Y. I think you see. It's the condition we have been having here. We are not moving anything in Y. You on this X-axis. So our Y there is 0. Then my R. My R is where R is. What is the X? We read the X first. So you see this R, it's corresponding to X, I read it's 2. What is my Y? What is Y if you are here? It's the coordinate there, 4. And so you have got the coordinates to get 1 mark for each coordinate you state properly. And as simple as that. Then part B, they are telling us that draw a line of symmetry of PQR. Now, this one, you see we are from here up to here. Where is it a line of symmetry is going to be? So you see that they are marking how many is up? 1, 2, 3, 4. Means that in the middle of the 4, so we are going to have a line of symmetry. So 1, 2, then this side also 1, 2. So this is going to be the middle. So I don't line passing through for that. So I think you see that's going to be my line of symmetry. I think you see that line of symmetry. This is the line of symmetry. And what is it? So I'm done with the first part. Then the second part, how do we unstate? Draw and state. How do we state? Now, because this one is cutting the y-axis, now the value is going to be y equal to that value of y on which this line is cutting the y-axis. So that is cutting it at y is equal to 2. So the line becomes y equal to 2. The line of so this line is y equal to 2. As simple as that. So now we are done with that. As simple as that. If it was cut here, we said if it cuts the x-axis, it becomes x equal. If it cuts the y-axis, it becomes y equal to that value where the line is passing. So that's how we get the line of symmetry, and that's how we draw them. Now we are going to see after lines, we shall see the theory questions about how do we get the line if it's not cutting the x-axis like that the way we see. I wish you will. Now, this should be horizontal line. Like this one is vertical. So it cuts it vertically. If it cuts it horizontally, y, then vertically, x. But we are going to see lines that cut where the line of symmetry is like that. We are going to see how do we get the equations. That's it, members. I wish you